Now back to what I was saying. This is a part two. I'm gonna just piggyback on what I spoke about on the homeless population. So you mean to tell me that you want the homeless population to, get off of federal property, not being in these parks and these different areas in the city, but have limited resources for them. We forget that some of those homeless people are veterans who don't have no benefits, who've been probably fighting back and forth with the VA for the past 20 years. We got people who are suffering mentally, and you think by locking them up because they refuse the mental resources and help that you're providing is the answer. You think by locking them up is the key to getting them off the streets and finding them. I believe they said, I don't know if it was $500 or $5,000. Either way, where are they going to get this money to pay the fine that you're citing them? Help us understand the better resolution, or say the better solution for that is to, one, open up more shelters. It's so many empty buildings. You ride around the District of Columbia. I don't care if you're northwest, southwest, southeast, or northeast. You ride around the city and you'll see multiple abandoned schools, multiple abandoned churches, multiple abandoned government buildings that are no longer in use. You can use those buildings and areas to create more shelters here in the city. Also, make housing affordable again. There's no reason that the housing crisis should be this bad in the city. There's no absolute reason. Everywhere you turn, there's construction going up. People have been waiting for vouchers from DC Housing Authority for years. So long that they've forgotten about the application that they put in to get a housing voucher from the Housing Authority. It's just so many red lines and red tapes here that it almost seems impossible. And then, of course, we come to these urban areas to where we can afford to live. But guess what? They're rat infested. They don't have no management. They don't have no pest control contracts. They don't have no trash removal contracts. It's just so messy. The streets are tore up. They tearing down the schools for some apparent reason, which are pushing kids to have to, which is pushing parents to have to take their kids to a further out school, possibly outside of their jurisdiction, where they can't afford to travel that far or have their kids to go to that school. But the school that was closest to the kids' home has been shut down or it's been closed for renovations in the middle of a school year. Let's just get that understood. And it's just so mind-boggling because these are hard-working people. And not only do they have to face the everyday, I'll say we because I am a part of that class. Not only do we have to face the everyday obstacles and situations that we're already facing, like transportation, because they just switched the bus routes in the neighborhoods in some of the surrounding areas. Food, the prices have been going up. I have yet to see a price go down on anything. Not only that, the higher the food, it's like the more hormones they put in there. It's so insane. Like, why is turkey wings $20, almost $20? And why are they as big as my forearm? Help me understand. So we get the shitty food, we got the shitty resources in these urban areas. They taking away the rec centers. They taking away the basketball courts. They locking people up at Anacostia Park for just enjoying the park. Now you about to have people scared to go out and enjoy the park. Why? Why? Because you have federal agents down there. You have the DEA. You have all these other elite law enforcement that could be attending their ability. I mean, that could be attending their responsibilities. You got them here in our national park, Anacostia, where there's like, I mean, help me understand. It seems like there's an issue down. People have been going down there for years. People been skating, DJing, playing ball, riding bikes, going to the swimming pool. Now people are going to be afraid to go down Anacostia Park because of this federal DC takeover. And it's just confusing everybody because who would let this happen? And can he extend it if he wanted to? And I believe so, because thus far, he has been able to do whatever it is that Donald Trump wants to do. He's been able to do it and do it and do it without any repercussions. He got the FBI here, right? The same FBI that was investigating him. The same FBI that redacted his name from the Epstein files. So nothing seems as too amazes me when it comes to him. But it's still a bit shocking because, again, like, you have the most elite law enforcement, the most elite federal law enforcement officers here trying to implement local laws. Some of them people have tunnel vision from being in a war. Some of them people have tunnel vision from being undercover doing a CIA sting operation or something like that. Like, some of them people that you got here who know nothing about the streets of DC, who know nothing about the local laws, you give them a pat on the back, give them a vest, a radio, and a vehicle and say, okay, this area right here. They have no idea what they're walking into. So when they're used to walking into a war zone, they have no idea, not idea. They have no idea how to separate their tunnel vision from being in a war or being undercover or doing the sting operation. They have no idea of how to communicate with the residents of DC. Because in so many videos, especially that one video when that guy said Trump says he's tired of it, so he came to send us. Send y'all to do what? He sent you from potentially uncovering a trafficking sting for you to come hear about me smoking on the sidewalk. I'm just trying to understand that there's such a disconnect there. Sir, you have responsibilities that overtower what's happening right here. Overtowering. And then how about this? Trump is also trying to make weed a lesser offense or something like that. But yet you guys are locking people up on the streets in Trump's name, per Trump, for some weed. I'm just trying to help me understand. It's about to be so many no paper cases in the court because there are no judges at all.